targeting, and I get it because you guys want to control the narrative of everything, but you're the one creating all the chaos and all the misunderstanding. Because once again, I've stated before, if you really wanted answers, you would call. I always say call me, none of y'all call me. And you would come and sit down and talk about whatever you feel you don't like, don't understand. But you guys don't do that. It's all about a show for everybody now. And that's what's so sad. So then when we get out here, we got to try to lie to the public about whatever's going on. Just like how y'all talking about the firemen and they came up. Of course, you know, I'm going to get to the bottom of whatever it is. I'm going to do a whole video about it. Because just because somebody say something, don't make it true. Don't make it factual until you fact check it. How you know what's true? And then you guys just allowing everybody's name about people taking things. No one's taking anything. For what? For what? So all I'm saying to y'all is like, come on, man. Get some clarity to the why and want to help community. You guys on this board for 4 years and I see y'all do nothing at all but keep up chaos and mess and confusion. That's it. You guys are supposed to do what? Legislate. Y'all don't even do that. But y'all go have y'all little secret squirrel meetings and y'all put whatever y'all want for y'all agenda on the agenda. And then y'all come to the actual board meeting and cry about what y'all feel y'all can't do, but y'all go to the other meeting and do what y'all want to do. Don't make no sense. The residents not slow. They see this. And all I'm saying to y'all is like, talk before you get to the board meeting. Have conversations about something that's on the agenda before you get to the board meeting. So everybody will be prepared. Because when y'all ask the question, half the time they don't have it in front of them. But y'all job is to try to make people look like they're doing something that they're not. Then when they give you the answer, you don't come back and clear it up. Just like the news don't. When they make a mistake, they just leave a mistake out there about whatever they said about a person. It's the same thing. But we can do better if we want better. But y'all don't want better. Y'all want to keep confusion up and chaos. And I'm tired of it. Y'all got to want to show the public that we can work together. We, us, at a board meeting. Think about it. We only see each other once a month. That's it. Once a month we see y'all. I don't see y'all at the grocery store. I don't see y'all at the gas station, at Walgreens. Hold on. I'm not done. I don't see y'all nowhere in the city that you so-called supposed to live in.
It's not a back and forth.
Wow.
Don't. So all I'm saying to you guys is y'all got to really, really want more than just creating a whole negative narrative every single time it's a board meeting. And that's why I normally don't give this any attention or time at this moment. I go let y'all vote because you guys already got your mind made up. It's my Open Meetings Act. How y'all voting the same? That means y'all met, talked about it, came up with a plan, came here, y'all all vote together. No matter what we say, even if we answer the question, you still vote against whatever we gave you the answer to. So it can't just be your way. It can't just be y'all right and we wrong. It don't work that way. We give you the facts, we give you the truth, and you guys still keep the turmoil going. We got to say enough is enough and we got to move forward. And I get it, it's election time. Everybody got a voice. Everybody want to say something. When y'all could have been doing more work together, us together, before we got to this point. Because in 2 months, everybody up, right? Everybody up. And that's all it's about. It's all about attention. It's all about clickbait. It's all about, look at me, look what we doing. That's it. When y'all ain't really been doing nothing. And then y'all fight.
Mayor,
y'all go around the fact that you guys raise taxes. No matter how y'all try to sugarcoat that. The board raised your taxes. I don't care what they say. They raise your taxes. But yet they want to say stuff about a budget. When we give you a budget, you don't pass it. When we give you a budget and we go get the money and bring it back, grant money. The lawyer had to tell y'all to put the grant money back in the budget. We wouldn't even be able to receive the money. But I don't see nobody else bringing funds into our community but me, the mayor.
That's your job.
But yet, it's my job. Oh, okay. It's my job to go get the money. But yeah, y'all want to tell me what to do. It don't work like that.
That's our job.
I ran to lead. I didn't run to follow y'all. I don't follow people that ain't got no vision and nowhere to go. And I don't sit at tables where we do all this little catting and talking about each other. I don't do that, but y'all do. So what I'm saying to you guys is, if we went and got funds for our community, to help our community and grow our community, we're supposed to work together on what we're going to do next, not fight against somebody's vision because y'all don't have a vision. That's the sad part about it. I give you a vision. I give you what we're going to do next, but yet nobody wants to work together.
Mayor.
I'm done with it.
Okay, Mayor, can I ask, Mayor, I just have a question because you made that wonderful statement. I actually have two questions.
Any
okay.
more
if you say that we meet once a month, and every time, I've said this before, it don't never really go bad till we get to finance. Why is the finance person not here? Why is the person that cut the checks not here? Why isn't the CPA's office not here? That would solve a lot of things. Since you're talking about nobody calls you, nobody called Keith or whatever. You just said it out your mouth. We meet once a month. I mean, as much money as all these people, we just approved $43,000 for the CPA. The other person that's doing payroll stuff make almost $90,000. They can't afford one meeting a month to come and give us an explanation. And then you steady saying, yes, you went and got the money. I done asked for, I don't know how many months. Where is it at? We waiting to see some type of receipt of a deposit, some type of something to say we got, well, we seen that we had it, but it hasn't hit the village of Dolton. So when you sat there and did all of that, nobody wants to go back and forth, but you can never give an answer, a definite answer. Have we received $6.8 million? Okay, why is the finance person? Last month, I asked the same thing. Why the finance person not here? No answer. It's Monday again. The finance, what is Monday, her own days? Well, maybe we should change the meeting. I don't know. But it don't make no sense that we have to keep doing this. It makes no sense at all.
Okay. I got one more comment.
Okay, after you, that's the end of discussion. We're gonna move on a vote so we can get through this agenda.
Just to follow up on Trustee Belcher's point, after last meeting, I did email the CPA and ask them to be present or in attendance. They responded saying that they were willing. They were actually here in the parking lot and were not allowed into the building. Thank you.
No.
All right, is that it?
Sorry.
All right, call the roll.
She be tricking us.
All right, call the roll.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
No.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
No.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay. All right, next on the agenda is new business. Motion to terminate contract of Odison, Stark, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath, LTD as legislative counsel. I put this on the agenda every single time because you guys know, like I know, the person that's basically their puppet master is Odison, Bert Odison. Right now, he are creating chaos amongst our community. He has our community divided. What he do is go into communities and divide and conquer, especially the Black and brown communities. I've been saying this over and over again, and he's on the money grab. Every single time they ask me to go into closed session to give the lawyer cases. How dare him ask us to give him cases when he's suing the village? So you have to take it for what it is. That is what Odison is doing, but he wants us to give him all of the cases for the village of Dolton. We're not going to do that. At the end of the day, my level of power is I am the one that say he can have cases or not. And the answer is no. So I will not be bullied. I will not be manipulated into doing anything by this board of trustees as it relates to Bert Odison's group. And then also, he need to stop with the back and forth with the board of trustees. They keep him on, and I don't understand why somebody's not getting paid. You should ask your question. You should ask yourself this question. If a person's not getting paid, why are they still where they are? You saw the main attorney, which is the Delgado law firm, stop because he was not getting paid. But yet their attorneys come in and muscle everybody and say, hey, you know what? We want all the cases. Even though we suing you, meaning the village of Dolton, we suing y'all, but we want to represent all the cases for the village of Dolton. He does not represent the village of Dolton. I repeat, he does not represent the village of Dolton, and he will not get any cases from the village of Dolton. So for him or anybody to think that the board has the power to give him cases, they do not. I repeat, they do not, will not, cannot. So I keep telling y'all this. I keep stating the facts to y'all. I'm telling y'all what's going on as it relates to that law firm that keep on doing all the mess in our village, and I'm tired of it. And if you go and pay attention to any other village that he's in, it's the same turmoil, because that's what he do. He create chaos, division, and he tried to go and run people because he cannot run that form of government, whether it's the mayor or the board. If he's not with one or the other, he goes after them and sit here and try to create this false narrative and have them clashing against each other. So that is my statement for the record as it relates to Bert Odison. Next on the agenda is override of Mayor Veto issued on June 3rd, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the override of Mayor Veto issued.
Second.
All right, it's been motion and second. Call the roll. It's a veto.
Okay.
It's a veto.
Alrighty. Belcher,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee House,
Aye.
trustee Holmes, trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Motion passed to override mayor veto.
Okay, so just so people are aware of what the veto is or was, it was to allow trustee Jason House to be the mayor pro tem every single time. For whatever reason, it don't make no sense, but that's what it was for. But here's the law, just so you understand why the veto is, and no matter if you overturn it or not, this is still the law. It still would hurt whether they overturn it or not. So they cannot overturn a veto as it relates to mayor pro tem, even though they did. They can do that because they're gonna vote on it, right? But what I'm saying to you is the law. It is unconstitutional because it basically messes with the powers of the mayor's office. So the powers of the mayor's office is I am the one that does the appointments for those that don't understand what goes on. So I just wanted you to understand the why for what it is they just did and what they just overturned, okay? All right. Next on the agenda, is there a motion to adjourn this meeting so we can go into the next meeting? Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and a second? Call the roll.
It's a long
Trustee
meeting.
Belcher,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee House,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
trustee Norwood.
Aye.
This meeting adjourned at 8:58 PM.
All right, next I would like to call an order special board meeting of the trustees. Today is July 1st, 2024, and the time is 8:57 PM. Please call the roll.
8:58.
Whatever it is. Call the roll.
Trustee Belcher,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee House,
This is a roll call, right?
Yeah, here. I'm sorry. Here.
Right,
I'm here.
No.
The wrong one in the first seat.
trustee Holmes, trustee Belcher, Norwood.
Present.
We have a quorum.
All right, did anybody else sign up for public comment? Okay. Nobody? Okay.
Whew.
All right.
So, I was hoping that I would not see less fighting and more cooperation, but I guess hope springs eternal, right? I guess, is this on? Y'all hear me okay? Okay, so for the record, my name is Armando Grundy Gomez, and as the mayor so duly noted and where I came from, I guess I didn't actually fly here, I drove here, but I didn't, but wow, I really don't want to make this into a back and forth about who was. I do want to give shout out to Mr. Steve, your former trustee. I do think it's interesting that we all still can't come together, but I do love the brilliance of when people that are quasi-literate and try to say they understand the law. I'm going to trust a lawyer before I trust somebody that understands the law. Mr. Delgado, man, you should be looking a little uncomfortable. I don't know if that's gas or something going there, but you might want to try something for that. But listen, we all need to really do, while I'm being facetious in my jokes there, that's not cool. So I really know it's not really cool, because we all need to be grown-ups. And I'm not seeing grown-ups there. But I do want to say something as somebody that likes public administration, and when I see an administrator who should be apolitical in their role, but wants to say somebody is stuttering, that's interesting. That's really rich. When you want to attack a woman, you're a big old bully. And so I like bullies, and I think you're a bully. And so you're sitting next to a bully, so your leader's a bully. And so you like to bully women. Interesting. How rich of you. How convenient of you. So somebody asks you a question about something you should already have knowledge of, but you can't answer a question about the facts or what they are. So leaders should be leaders and should answer questions and not say, I want to just bully on a woman. So interesting. So we got a lot of bullies in the room and somebody projected too much. So yeah, I said it. So there we go. And I'm yawning too because I'm tired of hearing you. So there you go. Goodbye.
You know what? I'm back again. Okay, we did our shit show. And you all were hard-headed. Do me a favor. You're gonna hear the same lies over and over, the same answers. You're not gonna get anything new with all the cat calls. So this meeting is our trustees meeting. Can we give them the respect? Because you don't care about that other bullshit anyway. Now, we got Delgado. He unasked that C, did he not? We want the rest of his firm to unask it too, because you are the idiot that sat at the township meeting looking the same way you do now. And when folks want to quote the law to me, bring a lawyer, a real lawyer with a law book, because that bullshit she's spouting don't mean shit. She sits here and tells us what her job is and what their job is, but she disregards their job. She won't let them do it. So don't quote the law to me when it works for you. Quote the law to me when it works for everybody.
So I was a little upset and frazzled earlier. I'm just going to be very specific. First of all, I want to give kudos to your staff. Everybody finally seemed to have gained a mind of their own for the most part. And the respect that's given is the respect that's reciprocated. We could have been here a long time ago. Definitely shocked and proud to see Brother Stan Brown, because I was ashamed to be a Brown, but it seems like you're finally catching up. And literally, I think that what the people are asking for is not unreasonable. And it is really interesting to see somebody sitting in the people's business speaking about not being prepared to answer questions of an elected official. And to think that they can do that with an attitude or a sass or a zestiness is a little disrespectful. And so I would encourage Mr. Freeman to make sure that the next time you come, you do like Kiana and just bring all your damn files. And then the last thing that I'm gonna say is I didn't notice that my good fellow advocate Andrew Holmes is in the building. And that's why literally I wish that I would have looked up before I read the statement, because as it relates to you, you're the reason that I'm here. And you're the reason that everybody is going through what they're going through as it relates to an advocate, because you're supposed to be one. But you've been accused of something that's very shameful. And the least you could have done is given us a very basic and comprehensive statement, literally giving sympathy and understanding to a survivor, be it that you felt that it was true or not, and you could have at least declared your innocence, which noted you haven't done. And so I'm simply asking you right now, because me sitting here looking at your face, I'm utterly disgusted. Because how dare you take your ass back outside and stand with any family when there's a woman with a child that's waiting on a response from you, literally as an elected official and as an advocate about what you did. Was it consensual? Was it not? Did you rape that woman? Did you put something in her drink? And damn it, you gonna answer, and you gonna answer me. Promise you that.
Well, man, we recognize. You know, I'm gonna.
I was just loud.
Hey, out of order. You out of order.
Come
You
out.
out of
Oh,
order.
shit. It's about to go down. Oh, what you about to do? This rapist, allegedly. Oh my God, look at this shit. Look at his old ass standing up. Jedediah, don't do it. Go. Don't even do it, Jed. Whoever's there with Jedediah, please tell him to go. There's other ways to handle this. You need to stay free and on top. Please. I'm sorry, I'm clapping loud. Somebody go save Jed.
Jay.
Yo, what I'm saying is whoever's on Jed team, y'all need to stop letting him crash out like this. Stop letting Jed crash out like this. Because if y'all have his back, I'm just gonna keep it real. That's why some of y'all are standoffish from me. This is stuff that I will not let him do. I would try my best to stop him, one, because of all of this stuff that's happening already. I'm gonna give my commentary, but I'm gonna shut up because there's still some stuff going on. Look on Jed's page right now. Let's see what's going on the outside. Thank you. And none of this would have happened. I think they got a no bail clause in Chicago. Let's see if they got one like New York. Because if he get locked up, he gonna have a no bail. I wonder why he went towards Tiffany direction. Why didn't he go the other direction? Who the fuck let him crash out like that? Christ. Y'all gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna give y'all some commentary after this. We're gonna work backwards about what just happened, and now we're gonna take it back. All right, y'all, if y'all want to continue to watch what's going on Jed right now, I'm not gonna stream. Let me see if the Dolton trustees back on here. Damn, this shit fucked up. It was almost fucking perfect until this man stood up. It was almost perfect. I think the trustees have their page up, y'all. Damn.
Excuse me.
There we go. This is from the trustees page.
Let me through.
Dolton trustee page.
Thank you. Okay,
They trying to get something. I believe they have Jedidiah in handcuffs. I hear no volume, y'all. I got the volume on blast. It's not muted. This is the Dolton trustee live page. So this is a little bit of what we could get outside. I'm gonna play from Jedidiah's Where Jedidiah, y'all?
making no stops between here and there.
That sounds like Mary in the background.
Yeah, I ran the stop sign. Fuck with me.
Don't say that on the camera, girl. Oh my God. There's no sound on that video, y'all. I don't think they know there's no sound. But what y'all can hear is clips from Miss Mary recording, I believe, on Jedidiah page. So I'm just trying to hear if he got locked up. Is he gonna?
Where's your phone? I got his phone. Okay.
Girl, we're gonna talk about it. We gotta share the link. Y'all can come in. We're gonna talk about this as a family. They be letting my boy crash the fuck out. And I've been trying to hint to him. And I don't know these people around here. I'm not saying y'all bad and y'all don't love them, but you can't always say yes to everybody's behavior. He's doing so good. And then he let that old freakish fucking skeleton ass stand up and it get to him. Man, he should have let Andrew Holmes show who the fuck he was. Look at this broad. This one's so scared, but she went back in there again. I have commentary about you as well, Miss Burgundy Blue, and it's not defamation or it's not doxing. All right. Now, if I see anything, I'm just gonna put this smaller on the screen and see if they ever start talking, but I'm gonna get myself bigger on the screen. Let me tell you this. One of the first things I'm gonna say, I'm very funny about stuff, guys. I love you guys, but I'm on point. At no time will there be any type of setting this channel up or any place, and I'm just keeping it real. Remember, I study law and I understand law, and I definitely follow in detail the Tasha K and Cardi B case, okay? Of that big, large defamation case for $3 million, okay? With Tasha K saying she ain't got it. Now, what that goes to say, there's certain things that you should not say in the chat, and I will not put on the screen. You can say what you want in the chat, but I will not put it on the screen. If you're calling people names like they are thieves, they are robbers, things like that, calling them definite names that you don't have proof about, as far as these elected officials, saying that she's a thief. Now you can go through and say allegedly, and give some facts or some scenarios behind what you say, because it will make it less vicious. Okay, Steve doesn't know that his page is mute right now, but I'm trying to explain to you defamation and why Miss Burgundy Blue thinks she has a stance, but she really fucking don't. Talking about if someone says her name in the chat, they're watching. That's not doxing. There is 95% of your information on TV and the internet. I meant to say internet. Guys, this channel is mute right now. I'm gonna see, can we hear what he's saying? But he don't know he's mute. It says you can tell him they saying unmuted, unmuted. He don't know that he's mute. So we still got him in the back. It's not me muting him. He's muted. So with that goes to say, I'm just trying to educate you guys. Please mind what you say. Is going to be some things that I do not put up there, because I know that there's people trying to set me up, and I'm not stupid, and I won't fall for defamation. I won't fall for none of that. This is what I do. I study in the background. Okay. I help lawyers who are going after legal cases in healthcare, and I'm looking to branch out, but I know what to do. I'm gonna tell you that now. I won't fall for the hype. So please be careful what you put in the chat. It can represent you, but it's not gonna represent me. I'm not here to play no games. I already see what it is. I love y'all, but I ain't beat. My life comes first, because Jedediah is being confronted with all of these things, and nobody in his whole camp has to deal with what he has to deal with. And this is why I say people are gaslighting him at some type of point. Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you truly care for somebody, you want to be like, oh, don't do that. I really didn't even want him to show up at this meeting, but I did not say that because I know how Jedediah is. I could tell he be feeling the way sometimes when I don't say, like, if I be like, nah, don't do that. It's because I'm a more safe person. It's not because I'm trying to stop people from being number one, number two, number whatever. It's when things don't make sense and you can put yourself in more harm. I'm a more safety type of person, so I'm gonna keep that real. And that's why I say to Jedediah, sometimes don't do certain things. But what I will say, Jedediah handled himself amazingly, especially at the first half of it, where he gave his amazing speech. Thank you for writing it down, because you was able to articulate yourself in a manner that you got everything out. And what really hit at the end is that he told the truth about Andrew Holmes, highlighting that administration has a possible alleged sex offender. You see how I said that? Possible alleged sex offender until proven guilty. But what we're going to do is talk about the things that's out there and get the facts and just put them all together. We're not trying to suppress nobody's way of thinking, breathing, feeling, but we're going to have to do this right here, because I'm not about to play. Nobody's serving me with anything, because if I have to go in court, they're going to hold GRACELEVI in fucking contempt, because I ain't here to play with these people. We do have to pray for Jed. Let me know if Jed is arrested. His live just went off, but we're going to know if they come on and ask for any cash apps. I'm already in there. Help my man get out. So can we take, damn, that's a hard, I was about to play some house music and kind of let us take a 5-minute intermission, and that just don't seem to even fit the tone right now, because it's a little stressful. Can I take a 5-minute intermission? We've been on for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Let me see, can I find some music that's gonna be a little bit not too out of pocket? Oh, Jesus Christ, that threw me off because I didn't expect it to end like that. I'm trying to find some just relaxing music. I need to just go take a sip of my coffee and woos off about a few minutes, y'all. Okay. In the ghetto. Who's that? Let me see who this. Um, let me see what song is this, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please stay in the chat. I have over 7 pages of notes that I'm gonna go over about. Hold on. I'm trying to see. I have about 7 or 8 pages of notes to see what I'm going to. Damn, it threw me off. He be throwing me off with this bullshit. Jesus, I'm trying to do a broadcast and then my bro looking like he got locked up a little bit. All right, I'm about to play a little bit of house music for you guys. Give me a 5-minute intermission, please. And I'm gonna come back and we're gonna backtrack from the ending all the way back to the beginning, the notes that I took. So we got another 2 hours in this broadcast. We're gonna kick in. And as Miss Hinger says, we talk about, we make up lies, things are not facts. All of this is clickbait. No, we're gonna reevaluate everything that has been said. We're going to talk about some of the things that we found out about Thornton and their spending, and also go into a little bit about just every damn thing. Jesus. Let me get it together, girl. Let me get it together.
To flood this police station, and we just need more people out here for Jedediah Brown. Please, the address for the police station is 14030 Park Avenue in Dolton, Illinois. Please come out to the Dolton police station and demand the release of your advocate, Jedediah Brown. We want everyone that can. You even have the elderly out there sitting down asking for the release of Jedediah Brown. I'm going to turn the volume on and see if we can find out anything from the people that we have on the ground, possibly. Let's see.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm good. When I tell you I'm so good,
This is the
I was like
advocate
looking for
here.
it in here. I was like, I just want to see this.
I appreciate his speech.
I sure did. It did not disappoint. I got the best. Listen, and I was the best one yet. And I got to say what I wanted. I wanted to say some horrible things to her, but I did not.
You did.
I wanted to talk about her lace front and everything else. She gets her hair from the House of Wicks and Trump. I was gonna go in. She's trying out for RuPaul's Drag Race.
Thank you to whoever put the phone number for the police station. Want to make sure that this is the number for the police station. Dolton, Illinois. We are asking that you come and flood the police station lawn and demand the release of our advocate, Jedediah Brown. He is boots on the ground
Hey, how you doing?
for
Yeah.
every
The
resident homeless man. Please come down to the Dolton Police Station and support Jedediah Brown and ask for his
Right.
release.
Oh shit! I almost did a Mary.
We want to thank everyone that is out there currently, but we would like for the crowd to be bigger. We would like for the crowd to be huge. This is your advocate, Jedediah. We are asking for his release, his immediate release. Please come to the Dolton Police Station. The address is 14030 Park Avenue. In
That she know of. That she know of. And I'm not leaving until he comes out.
The telephone number is 708-841-25. The mods are putting in the chat ways for you to resource. Don't get to the police station. Get your advocate out of this police station.
Look, Martinsville, Texas is going.
The address is 14030 Park Avenue in Dolton, Illinois.
I ain't saying
Dolton.
Hello. Good evening. Hello. Is this Dolton Police Station? Located at 4103 Park Avenue, Dolton, Illinois. This is your job to pick up the phone and say hello. This is a non-emergency phone call. They hung up, guys. So you already saw what GRACELEVI did, right? Don't be afraid to call. Don't be afraid to call. We're going to be listening out on Jedediah's page right now. Let me make sure that my feed is going good. So what we're going to do while this is going on, we're going to stay up. And we're going to give you some commentary. We're going to give you highlights, of what happened throughout the meeting while we get an update or wait to figure out if they're going to release Jedediah. I'm going to continue to listen. I got to get my headphones real quick so I can hear this and then be able to talk to you guys. And it won't, y'all won't hear this. So let's just finish listening on the Jedediah page. I'm going to come back in 2 minutes and give y'all my commentary. We're going to start from what happened from him and move it all the way back. And as soon as we get an update, I'm going to stop talking and hone in on the update. You guys, I'm trying to keep my nursing face on. This, I feel some type of way. I'm very emotional right now. Even though I look calm, we're going to stay focused. We're going to stay keeping our prayers in the air. I want to say our Lord and Jesus Christ, as which you guys call him, and as I call him, Yahshua. Put your hand on Jedediah. Make sure that he does not go in that cell, that people don't come out in Dolton allegedly, because we know how corrupted it is. We put the blood of Jesus Christ on this situation, not now, but right now, to work in the Holy Spirit, to continue to cover him and the Dolton residents. Continue to pull the veil off of the people's eyes so they can see exactly what's going on in Dolton. Give them the tools to fight, give them the means to fight, give them the heart to fight, give them the courage, give them the voice. Because as we did around Jericho, around the walls of Jericho, we march, and God said, continue to use your voice and we will knock the walls down. So I want to say I love Jedediah. In a moment of prayer, please continue to pray for our brother. I say all that in the power of Jesus Christ, Yeshua, and let the Holy Spirit take the way, okay? Give me 2 minutes because I'm about to get my headphones, okay?
A congressman watching. Let's flood the lines. We need to get our advocate out of there. Remember now, Lacey is not a chief, he's a deputy chief. Let's get our advocate Jedediah Brown out of this jail cell. Let's demand his release. Let's want you to show up.
Hey, Ted, love you.
Show
We
up.
saw what happened. This is your girl T. We saw it all. Okay, we saw it all. We got your back. They not about to do this to you at all. Andrew Holmes deserve to be in here way before you. We saw Andrew swell up at you when you were just simply walking, and we saw Tiffany run behind the scenes as she is known to do. And then, of course, little Mr. Henchman, clear the room, clear the room, clear the room. And now they need all the security. And for what? They planned this a long time ago. And I'm glad that you were ready. I'm glad that you have us here to support you, because we ain't going nowhere. Just like they say that she needs to unask that seat, they need to unask them cuffs off of you. Baby, don't you do that gorilla like that till you knock off 8 years.
All right, y'all heard it, Miss T. Y'all remember Miss T? Her son was the one that did not get paid for the dance class that he gave for the kids. We raised the money on INA to get him the money, and we gave him the money. Right now, Jedediah Brown needs you all. Please come out. Please come out.
What I should have said was they ran so damn fast.
Please come out. Come out and support your advocate. See all the people on the ground. Please join your fellow residents of Dolton. And let's get our advocate, boots on the ground, out of jail.
All right, y'all. I'm back. I couldn't get my my headphones.
Let's go. Let's get our advocate out of jail. Let's make sure that he stays safe and that we get him out tonight. We do not want him to spend the night in Dolton's jail. Let's go. The address for the Dolton Police Station is 14030 Park Avenue. If you're not in the area, let's flood those lines.
I'm calling on behalf of Jedediah Brown, and I was just calling to see what was going on with his situation. I'm a little concerned, and I think there's a lot of other people who are concerned right now.
A lot. So I'm not sure, but you can call back later because I'm just the clerk and he's with the officer. He's in the side room.
Okay, so he's being processed.
No, I'm not sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong information, so I don't believe so. You know, you'll be out shortly.
Okay, I appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have a blessed one. All right, y'all heard that. Y'all know GRACELEVI ain't never scared. I'm picking up the phone. We calling. Now, this is what they just said. I just called live, and she said that they have him in the side room right now. And I asked them, was he being processed? Because we are concerned. And she said, no, he may be out shortly. So I want you guys to keep your eyes on the prize. Do be on his live and our live, because I'm going to be giving my commentary right now. So it's going to be hard for me to keep my eyes on both screens while I try to go kind of backtrack of what went on. We're going to have a real news broadcast today as far as what the mainstream do. You know, we're going to have our flashback. We're going to not make it biased of what the mainstream do. I'm going to try not to, but we're going to hit some of these things that the residents talked about, because they brought up a lot of good major issues, as well as some of the things that the trustees talked about. And we just going to keep it going until we hear from Jedediah. So again, y'all do know that my I couldn't get my headphones to work. Jagged. Let me see something. Do I got two Bluetooths on? Let me see. Would it connect to this? Okay, cool. Okay, one just connects, so I'll be able to watch it and it won't interrupt me. Okay. Okay. So I can still hear it with my earphones, guys, and I'll be able to tap in when something important is being said, okay? So it's going to be people in their opinion and things like that. If you want to see that, please go to his page, and you'll be able to hear everything. But again, we're about to get to it. Y'all heard again that the lady who picked up the phone said that Jedediah won't be processed allegedly, and he should be let go soon. So if we have any concerns in the next half an hour, somebody ring the damn bell and the sirens and tell GRACELEVI, listen, call again. You say nothing but kindness and the Holy Spirit. She gave me the info. I'm kind of used to calling the county. I don't know. It's something about this voice. God be the glory. Now, okay. Now, you guys, I'm gonna want you to chime in. I'm going to put this right back on these are gonna be the two things that I put back off on the screen, the address and the phone number if you still need it. And I'm also gonna put this link up here. Now, I know you guys got some shit to say. I know y'all got some stuff to say, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna talk about each section, you know, kind of do this synchronized. And if you have something to say about that section, chime in. Okay, I'm gonna try not to move fast because y'all know I move fast when I start talking. But with that goes to say, kind of so we can have some kind of some flow to this, so I won't lose my bearing. But you know, even if y'all come in and say something to the side or whatever, I got my notes and I know where to get back to. So again, this is the link. It is in the chat. I can't highlight it again because the link I had copied and pasted. So the only way that I could copy and paste it is if I copy and paste, I got to get out and come back in. So that's the way. The only link that I got, y'all gonna have to type it in StreamYard so y'all could be part of the live and talk. Let's get to it. If y'all hear something on his page that I don't hear, because I'm a little tired and I don't know if I can listen to that and talk. I'm trying. You see, it's 3 hours. Please go in the chat. If we need to, we can flood the phones in the jail. Just give the signal. The fight is about Dolton. Well, so I just called. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call in a half an hour and, to see if we don't hear anything, if he don't get released and see what they say. And as they say, call if you are concerned. You are a citizen. You saw what happened live. That's not me prompting you to do that. Y'all saw what I did. I do what I do. You do what you do. The number's up there. This is someone you support. This is someone I support. So I made it happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get me on inciting a riot. Listen, I just think law too. So it's no disrespect to nobody. I always think of protecting myself because I'm always around these others. And when I'm around the others, they always trying to set you up. So that's my mind frame. So do what y'all do. We all move on our own recognizance. We all share information as far as what we can do, and we move as a unit. But you already know, we got our own gifts, we got our specialties, and we all need to contribute. So what did I say? Make phone calls? Allegedly. Okay. All right. The number to be back up there. So again, okay. So what did I see? Now we already saw what allegedly set it off, and it's not what allegedly. What set it off was actually Jedediah calling out Andrew Holmes and the fact that he wants answers. There's no reason why you're sitting at that table as though nothing is happening. And that was one of the things that I said. This man is sitting up there with his damn head held high as though he don't have allegations against him. If he was a respectable man and a man of God, at least he would address it. And keep in mind that if this man is a victim advocate, it shows that he has no heart or no compassion for victims. Just that in itself. To highlight that Tiffany Henyard still have this gentleman sitting on the board. Now, what I will say is allegedly to move a trustee off. This is what I found out from one of the board meetings. I heard the lawyer, I think it was a lawyer talking about it, that they have to actually take them to court to get them removed. So because they were elected, it's not just you're fired. So it's not an easy process. And as they mentioned at the time, if Andrew Holmes is taken off, allegedly Henyard has the power to put whoever else she wants in place. So what will be the difference is what they're saying. But because this man is so disgusting and bold to stand up there, this is what caused the situation. And then he had the nerve to stand up as though he was a righteous man. Now, as far as my bro, I'm going to say it just like I said it before. I love that man and I have a lot of love for him. In just the same way that I talked to my little brother who was running the street and gang, banging, I'm going to tell him the same thing. You crashing and burning. There's some things or some ways you're just going to have to maneuver when you're in a certain field. You're going to have to be ready. You're going to have tough skin. And I will say Jedediah had a lot of tough skin. He put his words together articulately, excuse me, in a great manner. And I love the fact that he did that. He got everything he wanted to stay out. So that was amazing. Now, I don't know if I should apologize or shouldn't, because I don't know who was in the room with him. Now, I don't know if someone was in the room with him and saw him get, it get like that and allow it to go that far. You do not control that man. Nobody controls Jedediah, which is understandable, but he has a team around him. And that team should be thinking effectively enough to know when someone's going to put themselves in a liable situation. If you want to make sure that this man is out functioning and doing exactly what he's supposed to do, then you have to make sure that the environment is set up for his safety and that he's thinking ahead. Okay. So I know it was a lot of emotions involved there, but I do believe that he should have had someone next to him that can calm him down and then moved him to the right direction. I don't know who pushed Jedediah, or I'm not going to say push because I didn't see it all, but I'm going to look at the video. But why did he prompt to go towards Henyard? I didn't like that because it made it look like he was going towards Henyard, and I know he was not. I said it. They like, you biased. I believe he was not, but we'll have to clarify. I believe he was not. Okay? That's how I feel about that. So we're going to still continue to get updates of what happened. I mean, what's happening with Jedediah, and address that accordingly. But no disrespect to his followers. I want you to know that I'm not calling you guys cult members. When I put that post up, that's to everybody. It's not to your followers, to my followers. It's to everyone who this channel could reach. There are actors out there that's going to put you in movements, put you in situations, make you believe in them. Even like people who believe in Henyard, people who believe in Trump, people who believe in Sleepy Joe, put you in a realm that you can't see nothing past who the hell they are. Okay. And not what they do. And that's where I say spiritual blindness come in. And that's when you can have an open door to other spiritual things. So that's what that video is about. I'm not going to the left with that right now because we're not talking about spirituality, but I do want you guys to know, if you felt offense to that, then that fell on you. That's on you. Okay. So it says allegedly Burgundy Brew apparently filed another complaint. Okay, on him. So we'll listen out for that, because obviously we got the live. We've seen her in the same room with him, willing to talk for over 3 minutes, not being scared, taking up the board's time, talking about her personal feelings. I'm sorry, this was the comment that made me kind of go to the left. Melanated beauty, blessings. She took the time of Dolton, the trustees, and her favorite mayor, allegedly, to talk about her feelings, what was going on with her, how she felt people wasn't taking up for her, and it had nothing to do with Dolton. She talked about her situation, and all of that was trash. And I will get to that because I made some notes about that. And it's not defamation and it's not doxing by saying your damn name, Burgundy Blue. Okay, I can say your real name because you went on a public platform in court and your name was right there. Okay, you are on YouTube. Okay, this whole thing it is disappointing. But you know, with that last comment before we got off, what they say, everything happened for a reason. So what don't kill you make you stronger. Stand up, bro. Stand up. All right, so one of the last things, because we're gonna move backwards. Okay, we're gonna move backwards. Tiffany Henyard, one of the things she vetoed was that lawyer she wanted to get rid of. Allegedly, she was saying the lawyer that is currently suing her wants to be in control of all her cases, and he's trying to take Dolton's money and this, that, and the third. Now, as one of our members said, and I don't remember because we had a lot of comments, they was like, I thought Delgado was out of here. And that's exactly what I thought. Because according to the Pablo's, it's Pablo's. According to the Pablo's case, because we're still waiting for another update on July 16th, I believe, because I looked on June 16th and it is still extended. They asked for another delay. The lawyer was asking to be rescinded on the Pablo's case. We read that to you, and allegedly they said that they wasn't getting paid. So that was an issue. That was an issue there. All right, so we don't understand how she's still rooting for Delgado. That is something that we are confused about, but we're going to keep our eye on it because I did mention to you, and I did not find the video. There is a video. Is something happened with Jedediah, y'all? Pablo's. It was Pablo's. They still out there talking. Yes, it was Pablo's. Y'all know I went through a lot of cases, so bear with me. You know, trying to make sure I had the information together. So with that goes to say Pablo's case is still continuing, and we'll be checking back on that in July. But the ending of what I found is that Delgado was getting off that case. So from my knowledge, it looks like Delgado was trying to get off the case. Finance. Going back to this again, we're kind of backtracking what Tiffany Henyard was talking about, how the trustees would not let her basically in, hold on one second, let's see what's going on. Is anything going on? I don't think anything going on. It was just some black Tahoe that went by, probably Tiffany Henyard that got was hired as a prosecutor, meaning taking care of traffic court stuff. Yes, and then all of a sudden she wanted him to take care of everything. Now I'm going to go into detail about that. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna incorporate that into a video concept, because I don't want to just focus on Delgado and these people called the fixers, because these motherfuckers know how to fix stuff. So I'm a thread lightly because I understand lawyers and how tricky they can be. People can file a whole bunch of papers on you to be completely fraud, and they'll try to wipe your pockets out, so you'll have to go to court. Okay, that's all the hell they want. So as far as the video that I saw, it was allegedly saying that Delgado was connected to someone known as the fixer. I wrote that information down. I have it on another piece of paper. And this guy that's known as the fixer allegedly helped Congress people and people in the government make sure that their bills go through and they get elected and things go smooth for them. So also it was brought to my attention from some things that we're going to present to you later on this week that Delgado actually donated monies to the Tiffany and Friends. Right now that I know that that is not had to do with her CARES Foundation, but it was actually for donation for her running. Delgado allegedly supported her a few years ago, so we're going to bring that up to par. We're going to say allegedly for now until we show you the proof, because you know what we do here. We're not here to talk. We're not here to just to run our mouth, and we showing up. You know, Grace Levi ain't gonna talk about herself all day and how I'm the victim. We're bringing you facts. There's nothing but facts here. So if it's not facts that I can present to you right now, I'm gonna say allegedly till I can find it. But my memory's on fleet, and once I get it, I'm gonna show you for information and educational purposes only. Okay, keep y'all on what's going on with my bro Jedediah. Once I see his old big head walk out, I'm gonna be happy. All right, I'm still trying to stay focused. This how nursing is. It be crisis, fires, and shit, and my ass be like, okay, checkmate. What we gonna do? All right. So again, the trustees did not want to infuse a grant into the budget, and she was complaining about that. As we went over this week in Thornton. In Thornton Township, there was a series of grants and loans infused into their budget from 2019 to 2025. Even ones expected to come. Some in the amount of $1.1 million, to $1.2 million, $3.5 million, $6 million. We showed you the numbers going into the general fund and the general assistance fund, as highlighted by Kathy and myself, knowing because I have applied for grants, and this sometimes you have to pay them back. Yeah, it's not always free money. So there's two sides to getting grants. Sometimes there's not always free money. Also, you need to follow the regulations or the rules of the grants to obtaining them. So what's the trustees' issue is that they cannot see what's going on. They can't see if these grants are coming in or coming out. What are they allocated for? What they're supposed to be used for, instead of being dumped into the general assistance fund. Tell me, am I going too fast for you guys? Okay, tell them that we spitting propaganda and trash here and making up stuff. Hit the like button, please, because we're gonna spit fact. Here go Grace Levi. Here go Nurse Lashley right here. Yeah, legal nursing consultant. Because I'm mad right now. We're gonna put out the facts. Let's just rewind. All right. So what was a wowzer to me and something that we're gonna go over, because all we have in Dolton right now to look at financially is the 2021 Village of Dolton, Illinois. This is the funding financial statement that I have. Only I have the outline right here. This goes up, I think it's about 40 pages, which is not too bad. I'm gonna go deep into it because this is all we have. This is all we have to look at to see what may be going on with Dolton. And all she can say is just ask. You can get the information. And what we're going to try to do is put a series of, I have an idea. I'm not even going to tell my idea. I know nobody going to have this shit to do it anyway but me. But I'm going to put some information, and I'm going to focus in on Keith Freeman and the shit he say in all these meetings, so we could at least try to make some sense of what's going on financially there, because all of the mush mouth stuff he was talking, I couldn't even listen because it ain't no papers to match it. Oh, you talking crazy talk, and we're gonna go into that because we're backtracking. So we're gonna get into the credit cards. Some of the credit card statements allegedly. Now these PDFs that we show you later on this week, they are already on a public platform located on Facebook on the Dolton Politics page. We're going to show you some of that and get into detail of allegedly how these credit cards are being spent in Dolton. So look forward to that this week. And that was a wowzers. Now, one of the things she highlighted is something that we were talking about extensively today. And what we were talking about extensively earlier today is the taxes that was going up in the suburbs south of Illinois. And it's going up across the whole United States. I'm contesting my damn taxes. A lot of people are. We showed you a few different places, even in Canada, Toronto, they're having the same issue. But what we highlighted y'all earlier, Jersey, dirty Jersey, where I'm from, and Chicago, well, Illinois, the whole Illinois has the highest tax amount in the United States. So Dolton is not just focused on you. It is something going on systematically, but you guys need to grab it by the right now and figure out what's going on. Because according to one of the videos that we showed, it was a finance assessor director from one of the counties. She basically highlighted that the Black community in the suburbs is paying a 30% increase in their taxes, property taxes, versus 19% of other suburban people. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that from earlier this live? That tells you gentrification. We already are being knocked out all around the board. So that's something I want you guys to consider, that it's not just happening with you guys in Thornton and Dolton. And I did promise you guys next week that I'm going to go into detail about certain concepts related to homestead exemption and other things that you can use to try to lower your taxes and actually understand it. Okay. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to do another Secure Your Energy on this page for you guys, specifically for Illinois. Okay. We here to put in that work. How about that? Please keep me up to date on my bro. Trying to stay focused here. Now, what I ask, if anybody, please, if you have any information about what's going on with the sales of these cars in Dolton, please let me know. I'm hearing allegedly of a car ring. Now I'm hearing of cars being sold outside of the trustees' knowledge. So this is all allegedly that we just hearing, and I'm like, where's this coming from? Again, you know how I am. I start hearing this stuff, and I'm like, what? Let's investigate. And that's what we do. And we end up finding out information. So if you know anything about this car ring allegedly in Dolton, don't be afraid to send it to me. If y'all could send me to a thug YouTube page, because you know these thugs, internet thugs, they put everything on their Instagram and YouTube page. They talk about everything. They be fighting across the internet. Promise you, probably something up there for you guys. So pay attention to your sons and daughters out there that's involved in that, because they probably be able to give you some information. Because that's how I found out a little bit about YSL. And allegedly, Miss Fannie Willis having a relationship with people in the alleged gang before she became DA. This is all alleged. And my son was like, oh yeah, she used to mess with this guy, that guy, and he ain't know nothing about nothing. Okay? Yeah, how about that? He's like, she a DA. He's like, no, she a lawyer. You see what I'm saying? So let me see what they saying here. That's some of the things that's happening. They still talking. Now, if I'm hitting y'all with the facts and y'all like the commentary, hit the like button. That's what I'm asking for. Now, again, I do remember we're moving back in this meeting. Now, I do remember them talking about enterprise, the enterprise meeting. I did I show you that, or did I cut it off? I have a recording of the enterprise meeting. I think I showed y'all that when I did Dolton Contentious board meeting. It was so funny. That was the first episode, the only episode. We got so much other stuff going on. Everything is contentious. But there, they had this agreement for leasing new police vehicles from Enterprise. And I told y'all I didn't like that. I didn't like the deal. It cost more to lease and maintain. Now, but what we're hearing allegedly that there was supposed to be trade-ins. And allegedly these trade-ins did not happen. This is per the board meeting. This is not made up. This is not fictitious. You're not being bamboozled, being tricked. That's what they just said. Now, we remember that meeting where Enterprise was showing the program that they wanted to embark. If not, I'll probably put the link down there so y'all can remember. So we're going to try to figure out if they're going to bring up again, or if anyone in Adults in Politics group posts about these cars not being traded in. That's making Dolton lose more money, even though these cars are not at fair market value right now. If you have old police vehicles and you can trade them in, it is best to trade them in and get some money off of the new vehicles. So that in itself told you something ain't right. Now, if they're keeping those vehicles and allegedly selling them, remember what I put the comment, allegedly FBI, cars being sold equals KP. And now we ain't talking about KP the influencer. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. So now we're going to move on. This is what she said. There were 30 new vehicles purchased equaling $1 million. The hard thing for us is that we can't see the daggone budget. There's no way we could cross-reference this. At least we were able to cross-reference some things in Thornton, or get an idea where things fall under, to who get paid, to see what account was going to be froze, possibly or not. At least we had some idea. With Dolton, we had no idea. It's literally just rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. Okay, so 30 vehicles equal $1 million. If we ever get that paperwork update, y'all know Grace Levi gonna go through that. Are we jogging your memory? Are we jogging your memory about the facts that you need to pay attention to? Dolton, please take notes because this is what we do here. We're not here to distract you, and it does not matter that Grace Levi is not a resident on the ground. I'm a resident online because I said so, because I care and I like the subject matter, and I love to teach. And y'all need to learn law and stop arguing with each other, trying to be number one and having a burgundy blue in there, crying fucking wolf. Come out, support me because I live there. No. Present the facts like Grace Levi, or take a whole glass and shut up. And I do want to highlight this. Because I speak straight, direct, I don't know my tone, I'm not mean. Nobody can tell you I'm mean. I am straight. I don't play no games sometimes. I play games sometimes. People know when to play with me and when not to. Everything come in love and in grace. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let anybody play me, step on me, or manipulate me. So calling people out on a shit does not mean you're mean. Because you don't say things nicely or cutely or with lip gloss doesn't mean you're mean. It just means you're real, okay? I'm from Newark. It's going to come straight like that, okay? I'm still feminine, but I'm from Newark. How about that? We a special breed, all right? So ain't nothing mean over here. Don't let Hinyard and Burgundy Blue subliminally say they're being mean. She's mean. No, that YouTube lady, me, who you talking about, Burgundy Blue? I don't think about you when I wake up in the morning. Obviously, you see what I talked about this morning and what I continue to focus on, my business. But when I step up, I'm going to sit your ass down. Now, let's get back to business. Another thing that we highlight, hit the like button. Thank you. Taking them to church today because my bro locked up. Let's bring it on. Okay, we're going to keep the narrative focused. We're not going to let them distract us. That's what they wanted. First, they did something to my bro, little baby monkey. We don't know what happened. I'm still trying to figure out, but he is not around anymore. And other things have been happening to JEDIDIAH. So they're trying to take his soul. You can't break my soul. You can't break my soul. You know, start singing out the blue. No, it's not happening. Stay strong, bro. We came from rough places. If we could just roll over on the ground when the bullets is spraying at night, subconsciously, and survive, you'll be able to survive this. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. How about that? Get tough. I love you, bro. Now, what did they say? One of the things they highlight is that finance ain't never at the meeting. Wow. Hold on. I had to do the wow because I can't flash back now. Y'all remember? Y'all remember what they said? Finance wasn't let into the meeting. Do I have a siren? I'm going to get some new equipment. It's going to be where? The siren. I believe, in my opinion, and I'm just saying that based on the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that he was coming to tell the truth. He don't want to be on the list. He said, let me in. They said, hell to the no. So we're going to figure out what's going on. Well, why they did not let the finance person in. We keep asking. They ask for him every meeting, and he tried to come. So y'all don't get on this finance director. Is Chris? That's his name. Is that Chris on this side? Is that the Italian one? Oh, y'all got a new one because the last time I saw was an Italian looking man. So y'all keep me up to date on who the finance person is. As somebody highlighted, when we talk about loans and grants, we're talking logically here. That is not stable income. That is a spur of the moment income. And what that goes to say, when your bills supersede your income, when all of that is gone, who's in trouble? Who will be bankrupt? The townships, allegedly. But what that goes to say, who paying in the background? Who paying in the background? Someone brought that to our attention, and I can't go to the comments because there's so many. They said tickets and taxes is literally the revenue. That's what we highlighted in Thornton. We didn't see the tickets though in Thornton, but we definitely saw the taxes that was expected to collect in 2025 was $10 million. I remember that number, close to 11. And last year it was 8. Where the hell are you trying to get more taxes from? So Thornton and Dolton, y'all have to work together. Y'all have to educate yourself. Please. I have a lot of videos out there. They all free. Take your time. Listen to it while you're at work. Listen to GRACELEVI talk about finance to make some damn sense, because you guys gonna have to jump on what's going on. Not only is it a statewide thing that the taxes is high, but the way that these governments are doing stuff, the taxes is high. And they ticketing y'all with red light tickets. I'ma laugh because somebody in my comment a couple of weeks gonna talk about some pay the school zone tickets, because I was complaining about these private companies. They're not government, setting up their equipment, taking pictures of our cars, sending us false tickets. Literally, it'll be 25 miles per hour and you go 36, which you got a buffer of 10 and you get a whole damn ticket. I'm done. I said that to a judge. He was like, ticket, pay for it. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't finish get to argue yet or state my not argue. I said I didn't finish to state my case. One of the things is that I was trying to find out the actual how is the equipment maintained? Who is this company? Where is the contract for the company? Is it a government entity? What they do? Shut me down. So I have to go after them my damn self. I got 4 of them tickets for going 36 miles per hour. My son and me. The fuck? Who gonna pay $80, $90? Thornton, I understand what you go through. That's why you got me here running my mouth. Let's listen to what's going on out there. I'm about to stop right now. Let's put it back on. What's going on? I'm about to stop and get back to it. Amen. We missed the prayer. Oh, we missed the prayer, y'all. All right, I'm glad they out there praying for my bro. We did a prayer here. We put down the Holy Spirit. We already know what GRACELEVI do here. Y'all understand when y'all dealing with the Levi's. He coming out. I've been putting praise on that head. Like, baby God, take the veil off his eyes. Make sure he see the people around him if they're good for him and if they're not. There are actors around him that may want to take advantage of him. They want to see him fall. There's actors around me that just want to see me fall. And at the end of the day, they know his past. They're using it against him. We ask that we tell the Lord Jesus Christ to rebuke that, because if God makes you new in his eyes, then he can be new. Now, I'm not saying to not hold that man to the fire and don't expect him to do what he said he's going to do. That's a whole lot different. And that's why I always tell Jedidiah, stay focused. The things that you said you're going to do, just do it. Don't worry about what they say, because they want to see you not succeed. They want to see you not do it and distract you. So, I got a little distracted because they talk about praying. They was praying for my bro, but I'm going to always keep it real. So let me highlight what I did already. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like. We 4 hours in. Please share. There's not a lot of people that's live. We're live. We're sharing post commentary about what happened at the meeting outside of just the drama. So we need to continue to educate people here. Educate. Okay. So they had about $481,000 in ticket revenue. Thank you to Sergeant John, because I was like, who is that, for telling us that information. Y'all better fight them damn tickets like GRACELEVI. Now, let's go up into Freedman Report. Now, I don't have much to say about Freedman Report because I don't know if they lies or if they're not. At the end of the day, there is nothing to actually cross-reference what he said. His information should be the easiest and the most structurized information that we can receive, just like they did in Thornton. Okay, we should not be reading down $1.5 million grant coming in, $109,000 in revenue. After he started just naming BS, I was like, I'm done. I don't hear no descriptions. I don't hear shit. I'm over this. This is fugazi to me. Now let's keep moving. Yeah, I got Miss Mary out there talking. Check out Jedediah page if you want to hear what she's saying. We over here sticking to the facts. Let's get to the mayor report and the BS that this judge said. And we're gonna still put y'all comments up there, guys. I told y'all if y'all welcome to come, if y'all want to come on and share y'all concerns, share y'all feedback. I told y'all I was gonna run this down. Okay, I know it's hard for y'all to keep up sometimes, but y'all are keeping up with kind of jump in, but don't be afraid to jump in. So Miss Mocha, I'm late jumping in, but what in the hell? Can't believe BB got up there and said it's docs if someone says her name in the chat. She put her own name out there in a public interview too. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. You came right on in, Mocha. You belong here. That's exactly what I said a few minutes ago. Don't worry, you're not behind everything. You'll be able to watch this on your time at work. You can watch Jedediah lives and our lives, anybody lives you want to. I captured the Dolton meeting from the Dolton page. Try to be as quiet as possible. And I also, got some of the trustees clips here. And now we're doing our commentary. It turned up. Jedediah got locked up. No, he didn't. I'm just playing. They're gonna let him out. Okay, y'all do know. It's been past a half an hour. Nobody told me to call back. What's wrong with y'all? You want to give him 15 more minutes? Y'all know, if y'all missed it, Grace Levi called. Y'all heard. They said that Jedediah is not going to be arrested. He's not going to be charged, that he should be released in a few. She said about half an hour. Now, I'm going to give her 15 more minutes. I'm trying not to be a beast. Yeah, I know I'm going to be a beast like, excuse me, ma'am. Can you help me? Could you help Grace Levi? Okay, now, I told y'all to tell me when my comment come on 10 more minutes, when they say 4 hours and 20 minutes, I'm calling again. If we don't hear him out, is that stalking? Should I give it an hour? I'm concerned. At least I ain't tell y'all all to call. All right, I'm getting distracted, y'all. Everything going well? They still talking out there? All right, now let's get to the mayor's report. Now, as what she did and usually do, she talk about fake news, lies, people being bamboozled. We're showing it completely opposite this here. I'm a very transparent person, very humane person. It is what it is. If Henya is right, I'm gonna say she right. When I came to them tax bills, I was like, oh snap, Henya right. There is a college tax on here. No, I definitely said that. But you ain't right all the time, Henry, and you don't tell the damn truth. So nobody's lying on you. Ain't nobody going to hell for you. You just going to hell and possibly jail. Not us. Okay, so stop putting that on us. Also, like you said, we came here for the mess. And actually, we did not, because allegedly, because I don't know this for facts, but this is my opinion. This is my assumption. This is what the spirit is telling me, that these people on YouTube that are now promoting her and promoting her events were always decoys, were always plants, and never really had you guys' best interest in mind, and they were coming with the mess. If you watched the last Burgundy Blue live, all she did was talk about her fucking self, and I'm cursing and don't mean to. That's all she did, and subliminally say stuff. Say my name, say my name. I ain't afraid. You don't have that much followers to blow my page up, baby. Shit, I'm telling you, there's people out there with 3 million followers, and these people thinking they doing big time. You better just keep on working hard like Grace Levi is and take one step at a time. Baby, you're not big. Not even Hannibal. He's not even big. Okay. I'm telling you, 3 million. These white people be getting it on YouTube. But we down here like, crabs in the barrel. Just like Tiffany here, you said. Now that was right. But you create the crabs in the barrel with your BS. So I'm just highlight that, take that off. So we do. Well, I wanted to highlight that the mess is being brought up by her people, LNC, RN, Smoke Joe, and allegedly, I'm not going to say that is her people, but if they are, why would you associate with somebody who smoked weed online all damn day? I told y'all, ain't nothing wrong with 420 as a nurse. When I first became a nurse, I knew the doctor who was setting up try to make it legal when I first became a nurse 11 years ago, which about to be 12. And it just got legalized in Jersey. This was a long process. I know the benefits, but damn, we ain't gonna take a break. Shit. We gonna read a book. Loose ass collars. Y'all know I got jokes on these dudes. All I gotta do is describe them. Loose ass, dirty black collar, knucklehead ass head, barely shiny. What's going on here? Y'all got me joking right now. I'm about to start hiking on them. Y'all know what I'm talking about with that. Other nigga looking like an old ass, washed up, fake hustler. Let's listen to this.
But still,
Hour ago. If you can still hear me talking, put a 1 in the chat. If you all can still hear me talking, put a 1 in the chat.
so no. You see how many hours and hours. I started off with a charger on it, but still.
If you all can still hear me talking, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, you can still hear me talking. Good, good.
I'm
All right, so
70%.
we're going to read this news article together because this news article is ridiculous. This is the ABC 7
You get you a
news
Samsung.
website.
And
It
I know
says
iPhone be like,
activist
oh, it's all
confronts
hot.
Dolton
My phone
trustee
ain't hot.
Andrew Holmes
And this been going since
over sex assault
5
allegations.
o'clock.
It was written
Okay,
at
so she pulled me down.
9:58 p.m. Taken away by the police. Activist confronts Dolton trustee Andrew Holmes over sex assault allegations. Taken away by police. It says, in battle, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard faces questions about where tax money is going.
See, I can't
Okay?
hear because I don't have my
Now let's scroll
earphones,
down to this
but
story.
my ass is
If you
tired.
can I call it a story. It says,
Well, just ask me if she's
ABC 7 was
can
the
give me
only
a
camera
rest or
still
she
inside Dalton
wants me to
Village
keep doing
Hall
her
as
work.
confrontation involving
My
accusations
ass is, I've been
against a
holding the stove
trustee
for like
nearly turned violent
5,
on
6,
Monday. What kind of
she's
mess
she's in
is
here.
that? Nearly
6,
turned
7.
violent.
What time is it? It's 10.
Up until the
6, 7, 8,
very
9.
end,
4.5
Monday night
hours I've been holding
village
this
board
phone.
meeting
I'm
was
tired.
contentious but calm and largely focused on frustration over things like village finances that delved quickly to the end
Yeah, just if we
of the night when activist
she would
Jedediah
give me a
Brown
break for a bit
again
or
returned to the podium
'cause I can
and
always come back
confronted
live, but I'm exhausted.
Dolton trustee Andrew Holmes over sexual assault
Yeah,
allegations.
we did good with the you doing what?
She said she had to take a phone call real quick. I'm listening. Let me see, can I forward it?
All right, I'm sorry. I had to take a phone call. Phone calls coming in from Jedediah's camp, trying to let me know that everything is okay. Let's finish up reading this article. All right, so where do we leave off? We left off at up until the end, the very end, Monday night's village board meeting was contentious but calm and largely focused on frustrations over things like village finances that dwelled quickly at the end of the night when activist Jedediah Brown again returned to the podium and confronted Dolton trustee Andrew Holmes over sexual assault allegations. Brown started yelling and demanding personal answers from Holmes about the accusations before he launched to the front of the room and appeared to try and swing at Andrew Holmes. Brown was immediately surrounded by police and taken away. Holmes, who is also a well-known victims advocate, is accused of sexually assaulting a former Dolton employee during a village-funded trip to Las Vegas last year. Holmes has not been charged with any crime, though the allegations are currently under investigation by Las Vegas police. Your advocate, Jedediah Brown, spearheaded the beginnings of this investigation by going to Las Vegas numerous of times on the behalf of Dolton. Before the physical confrontation cleared the room, residents repeatedly asked about where their tax money is going, while Mayor Tiffany Henyard defended her work and pointed fingers at trustees. Dalton's frontline responders arrived at Village Hall in uniform, more than a dozen deep, to demand answers and raise concerns about their retirement funds. We have been serving the village without a contract for 5 years. Currently, the village still refuses to negotiate, making progress extremely difficult, if not impossible, said Dolton IAFF Local 3766 President Adam Fabergé. An audibly appalled audience of residents groaned. Standing in unity, the South Suburban firefighters said their financial situation is worse than they even know. The question is, do you have workers' comp insurance? Fabergé said. We will continue to serve. These are serious issues and need be addressed immediately. Boy, they tried to rush and put this little piece of mess out. It got all kinds of grammatical errors, all kinds of spelling errors. You rushed out there to put something out that was not true. This is amazing. Wow. Wow. So just to let you all know, give you an update, because I received a phone call while I was in the middle of reading this to you all. Jedidiah Brown is fine. He is being detained at the moment. They are deciding what they're going to charge him with. They are trying to charge him with, as coming from Mary Yvonne.
I have a question. I'm trying to figure out what is his status now. I called about a half an hour, 45 minutes ago, spoke to a young lady, and she said that he was being held but not charged. So I was calling to see, was there charges being forward, and what could I expect or we can expect?
Well, he's over 18.
Okay, well, we can get information about our family members, because if they need bail, this is how we do. This is not the first time on my first rodeo. So if he needs bail or something, someone from the outside needs to get that information, and that's what I'm doing, sir.
Okay, so he's 18. I cannot release any information about what's going on. First off. Second of all, if you'd like to leave your number, he can call you if you need bail.
Oh, you say he can call me if he needs bail?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and we can't find out any information from you?
As the state of Illinois, he's over 18. He's an adult. We cannot release any information.
No, that's not about him being a child. It's about family members calling to find out information from you guys. This is public information. I have dealt with different people who was arrested, okay? And to not be able to find out if he's going to be charged or what to expect, you can at least say, hey, he possibly will be charged. So you can call back to see if he have a bail, because people use their cell phones to communicate. So if he doesn't have everybody number or people who can help him, this is to stop a lot of people from calling you. Does that make sense? So it is public information. He is an adult, but this is not the first time I dealt with an adult being arrested and being able to help them and figure out about their property and then start getting some funds together, because it'll be outside people who do the bails bondsmen and things if that needs to be done. Does that make sense?
We don't have bail bondsmen.
So it probably be no cash bail?
Are you from Illinois?
No, I'm actually from Atlanta.
Okay, so like I said, yeah, it's everything changed from Illinois. Like I said, you're more than welcome to leave a name and number. We can contact you if you need any information for a bond or anything like that, and you can go from there.
And who will be contacting me, you or him?
He can.
Okay, so he has my information. So if I don't hear it, because he don't know my number off of bat, I will call back. But what I do ask is if you could disclose that to probably one person who may be like me that can stop a massive amount of people from calling you, because we would like to handle this accordingly and promptly. You know, it don't have to go that far. But I thank you. You was amazing. I thank you, sir. You were very nice.
No problem. Have a good day.
You have a blessed one. All right, y'all. That is an update on Jedediah. Allegedly, this is what they just said. You see how they try to fade me? Listen, I know about this jail stuff. Okay, my bro, baby daddies. Now, don't tell me my baby daddies wasn't over 18 years old talking about some. Find out about my bail. Find out about the bail's bondsman. Yes, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So this is why I was able to prompt this man to tell us the truth. I said, sir, you will have a lot of people calling. Just give me the information or someone who will be able to get it out there so you don't have a massive amount of people calling. So now allegedly it looks like they're trying to figure out what charges they will give him. And I guess Illinois has no bail. Someone let's get into a little bit of that. Could somebody update me while I stay focused on what we're talking about, the breakdown of tonight? And then could somebody, I know Kathy was in the audience at one point. Is there no bail, a catch and go in Illinois, like how it is in New York? That he won't have to do a bail bondsman or none of that stuff? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different ways to this, and sometimes they can make it hard for you. So, all right. Let's put this back to the way it was. She just prompted me to want to call. I told you I was going to call. I'm not about to play with y'all. I get my own information. I'm going to try. I'm not leaning on nothing. I ain't got no team. I ain't got nobody but me. And honestly, like I said, I got mad love for Jedediah. This is all genuineness. It's not enough. He don't have enough followers. None of these people who follow Dolton is enough followers for me to just do all these hours. It's genuine care. And I pray for that man. So let's get back to Tiffany Henry's mayor report. And us calling her calling us a liar. Yes, no cash bail. I'm cool. That's what I asked him. You see? I asked him that. I said, so is it a no cash bail, sir? You see how I put on that voice? All right, y'all gotta know how to turn it on and turn it off. And then he was amazing. I was like, thank you for being so amazing, sir. That's how I get to do whatever I want. Yeah, let's get it there. Shout out to whoever that was on the phone, and thank you for updating me, Mel. Yes, no cash bail. You have to charge prior to transport. Nah, I don't know what that means. What do you mean they have to charge prior to transport? No, they put your ass in their car and they hold you for a second and decide what charges they're going to give you. They can say what they're going to and then get to jail and then charge you with other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could just be detained. So that's what they was holding him under, detained. So they don't have to charge him first before they transfer him. All right, you welcome. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, I thought you said thank me. I'm tired. Thank God. So let's see, because it looks like he's going to be a catch and go, even if he gets some charges. But that's stressful in itself. Who can deal with that? He has all of these people putting all these fake restraining orders against him. And these same people are right around him in the meeting. They're colluding together to get this done. And I know that they don't have no proof. So let's stop talking about these people. Y'all see, I got trying not to have a headache here. In 2023, Illinois became the first state to abolish cash bail. And I think New York followed after that. Cash bail that ended years of heated debate, at least in one state. Now Illinois is following a new policy which calls for judges to determine. And I think the judge should. I think it should be a criteria that they should follow, and it depends, especially if it's like misdemeanors. It shouldn't be no cash. But they're doing that in New York too, because that happened towards the COVID, and that's why they're doing a catch and go. And them damn migrants coming in and out, beating up the police, going back all emboldened. And thank you to GRACELEVI. I can't forget about that. Ain't no lie. You're amazing. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Ride or die. People don't be knowing how much I got their back. You just gotta just stand on the side and just yell righteous shit and say please. But I had to put this up here. This is my man, Paris Cooper. And I think to have Paris Cooper mess with Jedediah. He said that was dumb as hell. Dumb as hell, Jedediah. Y'all saw me. I said the same thing. I was like, damn, who Who let him crash the fuck out like that? So I ain't mad at you, Paris Cooper. You know, we say the real here, but Paris Cooper got Jedediah back because, like he said, you know, some things happen for a reason. So glad that he's not arrested at that time, but right now we seeing what they trying to do. But I think Jedediah could talk himself out of a hole. He can do that. He got the gift of gab. That's why all y'all love him. He can get it. He gonna get his ass out that mother. He gonna get his ass out. I know my boy. Okay. All right. So now one of the things that Henry gaslighted us with was leading with love and not hate. Now y'all know I've been leading with love all night. It may not sound conventional. Our love is all different. We express it different, but real is love. When somebody say you got a booger on your face, don't do that. Take it off clean instead of you walk outside looking crazy and think you the shit. That's love. Okay. That's the love we get in here. Okay. Wipe the booger off your nose. All right. So all that, don't fall for the propaganda. Do you know Henry compared herself to Malcolm X? Y'all saw me yelling. Yo, I was straight silent reacting in the background like, oh no, she did. What the? Malcolm X was a rebel before because in there he was red. He did some shady stuff, but he showing up there. Yeah, he did rob a few people. He used to be a little stick-up kid, but he ain't do it when he turned righteous. So don't compare yourself to Malcolm X, okay? Because Malcolm X is trying to free the people and make us liberated, okay? You trying to entrap us in the government. Don't compare yourself to Malcolm X, broad. Now, she said, don't give up on politics. At least she kept it real. That's how the devil can't lie to you. He put it right in front of your face. She didn't say politics. This is politics. Don't give up on it. Please strive. I'm going to keep on. No. You know what they call it? Politics, bitches. And I'm tricking that ass. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. It's getting late night. It's going on 12. We can have a little bit more fun, okay? Yeah, that's what that politics came from. Why would she say it? She's telling y'all stuff right in front of her face. Do we not have proof? Yep, just put it on replay. She says we have no proof. I spent 5 hours going over what was going on in Dolton and how in 2022, the cost for administrative service went up miraculously, leaving them in not a deficit, but taking away $2 million in that 1 year over the amount that they did the year prior when Tiffany came in. Tell me I'm lying. Did I run it down? If y'all think I'm lying, go to the 3-hour video that I did. Won't make no sense for me to break it down because all the information is coincide with each other. You have to have the mind and the patience to watch it. Thornton, you will figure out what's going on in Thornton if you watch that video. If you watch that video, you won't sit there at that next meeting and not say nothing. When she say you got something to say, you'll have a whole lot of questions. I found at least over close to $8 million infused in the general account and the general assistant account in Thornton. In both accounts from grants and loan. Y'all watched that live. We found it. How about that? That's the proof. What else she said? She said again, this board meeting will give her traction. Nope. Jedediah actually getting locked up is going to get his shit traction. That's what actually it is. You are not the center of our attention. It's your funky, disgusting, conniving ways, okay? It's the ways that we see. It's the underlying behavior, the lying, the alleged stealing, the misallocation of money, the things that the actual trustees are complaining about in 2 different places that you have the equal denominator to. Keep telling it is us, that we just talking about you. Thank God for the bloggers. Thank God for Jedediah. I want to say, you know, we're gonna get into Lori Lightfoot. And then Lori Lightfoot, no disrespect, you know, nothing like I'm gonna get into that. All right. Oh yeah, that was next. No, Stan Brown was next. We ain't got shit about nothing to say about Doodle Brown over there talking about taxes and stuff. Shut up, Doodle Brown. All right, that's not gonna be on our agenda to rewind to. Now, he said, I really want to throw something back at the TV. She can't be that stupid. The trustees run the city and she spends money they don't have, and this clown refused to open the books. Jail. Jail than possibly hell. Welcome to the family, Mr. Cooper. I love you. I like your mindset. But say what you want to say. Like I said, be free. Now let's get into what they Mayor Lightfoot, what Mr. House said about Mayor Lightfoot. And that was one of my main concerns. My main concern is how's she getting this information if we can't get it? And specifically, he said the obstacle was the village will not respond to the FOIA. I'm not being funny. Y'all better tell me that my lady right here, I'm about to put her on the screen, and I ain't trolling because I don't want to be right. My lady right here better be using more than Freedom of Information Act's requests. She better have the ammunition, like y'all came in my comments and said she used to be this, that, she has friends here. She need anonymous. We need to pull them damn records. She needs to get in contact with Julian Assange, WikiLeaks or something, because if you gonna process Freedom of Information requests like us, baby, you're getting nowhere. I'm not being funny. I'm being real. Tell me I'm not being real. Do I side with Tiffany Henry? No, I just talk common sense. Now, one of the things also that really kind of made me say, hold up, red light. Maybe it's just me thinking too much. I think numbers. House said we're still under $20,000 to date. The budget supposed to have been 30, right? Now, if you below 10,000 and you want the people to not be afraid, you be like, yo, we below 10,000. We ain't even getting nowhere yet. We still got time. Mr. House said that y'all under $20,000. What does that mean? Lightfoot better be getting far. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Anybody got something to say about those things that I highlighted? I told you I say the things that make people kind of like, and no, Valerie, he's not going to get pissed because y'all think Jedediah is that type of person that just want, I don't think he's going to be mad at me. Y'all think that he just want yes people around him because y'all see a lot of people that's just yes. But when I talk to Jedediah, y'all don't think I say this shit? Huh? He hear my videos. We communicate. That's why I try to tell you, you could agree to not disagree. We're not on it like that. Real recognize real. You can say how you feel, and he my bro. We all got our own platform, our own mind. I just support him so much. It is what it is. But like I said, I don't believe in the government that much. Okay? That's it. Coming from Haiti, you see what the hell we got going on there. So I'm still questioning. So as they mentioned, she mentioned that there was numbers of interviews, witness discoveries is increasing. The lawsuits they're reviewing the Freedom of Information request that was not answered, and hers is not being answered. That comment was for Judge Petty. No, you think so? I know that comment. No, what comment? Nah, you said my partner Valerie was gonna be pissed, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, say you're my partner. You get a pass. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm sleepy as hell. I apologize, y'all. I thought you said that my partner was gonna be pissed. The dyslexia kicking in. I apologize, Valerie. I had to read that again. Let me drink some coffee. Y'all know I've been on live for a long time. I do apologize. I thought y'all were talking about Jedediah being mad. Because some people do think that he's gonna be mad because I'm saying this. He's not. He can't control me. Better control his damn self. I'm saying, what you mean? But that's my bro. I love him to death. And you know, I'm always correct myself. Okay. I love you, Valerie. I apologize for reading that the wrong way. That dyslexia kicked in. It was like, what the hell I said? I made my whole sentence up. That's dyslexia. That's what happens when you get tired. You start transcribing stuff. Let's move on. Allegedly, Lightfoot cost is cheaper than what allegedly the mayor has misappropriated. Yes, that's understandable. But as what we're doing in Georgia, there's a lot of government organizations that's literally trying to check and balance the DA. Fannie Willis, literally trying to we doing a live tomorrow on YSL case, dog. Y'all know I'm about to give y'all a good update. That video did good. I'm about to get it in because everybody all formal when they talk about it. And I know law, and I'm gonna get it in. Somebody going to jail. That judge is kind of standing down too. Okay, because of him having that secret ex parte meeting. So what's going on with them is that they're being evaluated by government entities, just like I feel they should do in Dolton and Thornton. You have check and balance system. You continue above the attorney general. You continue to talk to your Senate representative. You can take it to a federal level as what y'all did. But there's other federal agencies that can push forward to audit. Okay, there is even when you deal with the it's right at the tip of my tongue, the Congress deal with commercial entities in commerce. Y'all need to get the Congress involved. Why the fuck not? Shit, those free. Okay, y'all see my face? That's cheaper. Do those first. That's all I'm saying. Have them all in place because that's what they're doing here. But they do have the human rights organization that's actually looking into Dolton because of all of these workers suing them. So that is the NAACP should be looking into that too. Though let me shut up, boule asses. They said we ain't gonna look into our girl. Fuck that. The boule. Let me shut up. I'm getting sidetracked. My ass all sleepy. Y'all heard about Jedediah yet? Oh, it's a catch and release, so I ain't even got to worry about no bail. But we already know they're trying to charge him with something. Let's pray on it that everything that they throw Jedediah way falls to the ground. Every arrow that is sent towards Dolton, the people, Thornton, the people, Jedediah, and the people who are fighting for righteousness. In Jesus' name, those swords are turned on their face, and 7 swords go back to our enemy. In Jesus' name, let's go, Levi. Y'all don't even know I'm throwing out spiritual warfare prayers for y'all. That's what we do. All right. So just finishing up what House was talking about. House, this is open. He talked about the Open Meeting Act and how they're actually the Attorney General is looking into it, or allegedly they did not respond. And if they don't respond, they're just gonna basically say it's a violation. So why didn't the Attorney General respond? Is he connected to the fixer? Allegedly, I'm just throwing shit out there. Why he didn't respond? I'm a little nervous to talk about her connections and stuff, but we could do it because the connections go deep. It ain't about Henyard. It's about going down that path. You be finding about Illuminati or your harvesting shit start coming out. You be like, damn, I didn't mean to go down this path. People selling babies. Not saying her specifically, but when I have went down these paths, it got very dark. Even with the Kanika Jenkins thing, it went dark. And that's how I kind of learned about that particular hotel allegedly being owned or connected to funeral homes that were connected, and news broadcasts highlight these funeral homes were harvesting bodies and selling organs and selling parts. And that's not allegedly, but allegedly, until I put the video together for y'all if y'all want me to. But I did. I put the old video up there that showed you that. It's on Rumble. This ain't no joke. This get deep. And when I said something about that, I said it's a Jedediah. I was like, Jedediah, you think I don't know what was going on with that Kanika stuff? I know about them people having that big ass gray building in Chicago, taking the thugs and the drug dealers in there, and then they going missing. He got quiet. He like, I don't know, you talking about shit. You know what I'm talking about, that building. So I go deep, but I'll be like, let me stop. You be messing with the boys. I don't want the boys to come after me. So I ain't even about to go down that deep, dark road. Now, that's why y'all like Grace Levi. Uncensored enlightenment talk. What time is it? Okay, we're gonna probably get off by like 12:30. I think I'm moving backwards. Oh my god. I think I can move a little faster. We probably get off at 12:30, y'all. so I can actually go live tomorrow on my other platform. I need some energy. So Miss Trustee Tammy Brown, she just talked about her tea event. Also the MS event with the old Trustee Steve. I'm gonna tell you this, just to come from a human and a compassionate perspective. I dealt with people who had MS when I first became a nurse, and people who go into the hospital, but they're more functionable. When I was on home care, the people who have MS, eventually their muscles start to atrophy and they stop working, and the person become bedbound. Not saying that this is going to happen to Steve today, tomorrow, but this is the outcome of MS. This is serious. So please support MS. It's hard. These people will be alive in their head, like meaning their brain and everything functioning. It was a young lady. She had to be like 32. A picture, because I was working at a long-term care facility at that time. She had a picture of her husband, her kids. They were all young, and she was there, and she was just on the bed like this because it totally kicked in. It's a neurotransmitter issue. So what ended up happening is that we got to feed her, and she can communicate in a way by using her mouth, things like that. We try to give her the most autonomy as possible. But imagine having your full 30-year-old brain and your body's not moving. So this is some of the things I educate people about. Support that. Support that. Support Steve. Support Trustee Tammy. All right. Now we're gonna move on to Belcher. We're moving backwards. Belcher, she went into talking about, let's see, watching their learn. Business went to invest in Dolton. Oh, she was talking about businesses not wanting to invest in Dolton because of all the damn mess. And that was one of the things that I said when we were going over by the block to block, all the stipulations and the shit she put in there. As an investor, I wouldn't have had nothing to do with it. And all this hot damn mess, and she's so terrible, allegedly, I would never invest in Dolton. I wouldn't go to your tax lien sale if you paid me. Not right now. Not right now with that monster. She like having the HOA owning your house. The shit she was trying to do for that program. And y'all know I hate the HOA. She was trying to control y'all in your own house. No. And she was trying to control the businesses, saying that they had to sell, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. Girl, bye. Miss Belcher, you are right. The nasty, disgusting things that she is doing in her approach is literally making people don't want to have nothing to do with y'all, because I wouldn't. Okay. So that special meeting did get turned up. We moving backwards. We're going into Trustee Norwood. Trustee Norwood, and I bet you I'm gonna say it again. Call her out. Burgundy Blue ain't up here doing this. All she did was talk about herself. And I'm gonna get to her commentary. Yup, I'm gonna bring her up and call her name out. This ain't doxing. This is calling your ass out. You said nothing for the residents. We're gonna get to you. But Trustee Norwood, she said we don't have Putin in the office. This ain't no damn dictatorship. And people should not be receiving $500 grass fines. What the? See, I'm not going to go back to this comment, but B, I love you. Blessings to your friend. I know how it is as a nurse. This is not a joke. Please support that man. $500 for grass. You have the nerve to say they're getting $500 for fine for grass because you don't want to do this. Why the fine is so high? I never heard that a day in my motherfucker. $500 for grass on the first time offense. That's a policy issue. That's a policy issue. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Excuse me, trying to blame it on the grass man. So allegedly you could get your contractors in there cutting grass and get all that money that went to the ZAP program that we saw in Thornton. Chill, trying to figure out how many grass cutters that you have in Thornton and how much of that money was going to the kids. Y'all remember the numbers I gave y'all for the ZAP program? I don't know what it costs in Dolton, but what I will say is that she definitely trying to make sure you get some new contracts out there. Allegedly $500 a fine. Y'all need to jump on that. Y'all need to really make a petition against that in Dolton to get that revisit. Maybe that'll be one of the baselines that you go after the trustees. No disrespect, trustees. After your public officials to change so you can vote for them. Leverage fuck? Y'all know leverage. See, listen, looking for. Oh, nobody look pretty think about that man. Nobody think about them. I'm gonna get on Burgundy because she like a woman attacking a woman is better than a man attacking you. Yeah, and I ain't attacking you. I'm calling you out. Yo, fake ass talking about women and women attacking you. Oh, a man is attacking me. Which way you damn want? None? No. You gonna get it because you don't know how to behave, broad. At this point, I made a note about Andrew, crackhead ass Andrew, excuse my language, allegedly. I can't say that because these people putting defamation acts on people. Look at that, looking like the Grim Reaper. That ain't allegedly. Put it up. He looked just like the Grim Reaper. Up there, standing up there like he had some damn stance. And that was probably one of the reasons that set Jedediah ass off, watching that disgusting, vile, alleged man sit there. Anyone who has been sexually assaulted will never be able to look in a person who was accused, allegedly, of sexual assault with a straight face and not be upset until you get it clarified. And that's why Jedediah behaved like that. That's exactly why he behaved like that, okay? Now, look, I scratched my damn head. Now, Miss Norwood, I love you, but I just got to say my own opinion. Talking about going to a Trump insensitive party. Girl, what did that man say? The last man on the live, on y'all, the ones who was from the town with the pink shirt, I forgot his name. They kept putting his name up there. He said, Democrats, Republicans ain't got your damn back. He said the same thing I said. That's why I reacted in the background like, hell yeah. Y'all need to be grassroots doing your own thing. If we, you could go support who you want to. It looks on the outside that we'll have a better chance with him. But baby, I don't trust it. I'll probably do a live on that next week because all of these people talking about Trump in the debate. I talk about it when it's all said and done and come afterwards after I hear everything. And I got some things to add to that conversation because Black people, we ain't got no damn leverage. They didn't even talk about us. Did they in the debate? The fuck? Talk about Trump. They ain't say nothing about the blacks. Girl, bye. Stop it. Y'all know I ain't gonna vote for who you want to, though. Vote for who you want to. I'm just gonna keep it real. This is my opinion. Now this is okay, El Jandro. That's the guy who I was talking about. Let me put his name up there. It is Alejan Dero. That was the heavyset guy who was out there, and he was the last one talking up. So one of the things that he talked about is just to highlight, because he had a lot of things. Matter of fact, I'm just going to talk about what happened around him while he was up there talking. That was just, let me go back to my notes because he was number 14. Jedediah was the 12th person. Okay. Now he was number 14, the 14th person that talked. Miss Burgundy Blue, you will see her in the camera. Come back into the meeting because the special meeting was going to start after that soon. And if she was so afraid, as I talked about, of Jedediah and him stalking her and whatever, why would you come back in the meeting? You called, well, that's his name. Thank you, boo. You called Wolf, you gave your speech, you talked about you all that time, and then you came back in for the fucking mess. Girl, stop the BS. Now, he also highlighted about, I think, Burgundy Blue. He said that people were up there talking for minutes, and what they said had nothing to do with what the township had to be talk about. If I think that's what my notes say, I'm gonna verify it. He said specifically, it makes it look like we as Black people cannot govern ourselves. And I'm going to stop on that note with him because that is something that I said and nobody honed in. And when I said it, they don't care. I said when they put a bunch of put a bunch of black people on Front Street, and we governors, senators, just like we had Colin Powell up there that talked up for the war, and years later they said that the whole war was a setup and it was fake and shit. Y'all remember that? They put our black faces up just before the damn ship is gonna sink. If you don't believe that, please look into one of our great teachers, Mr. Amos Wilson. This is a public speaker who focused on philosophy, economics, and black liberation in the 80s. I have a lot of videos of his speech. When I put it up there, I get 1 or 2 people to listen because this shit 2 hours. And he talked about this in the 80s, how we were going to be replaced by migrants, and how it was going to be 1 year that our vote don't mean shit. This may be the year, baby. Wake up. You know how many migrants came in? They ain't thinking about you. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Do they need you, black people, when you have an influx of migrants that's trying to get benefits? That's going to vote for whoever's going to give them the benefits, don't know what the hell going on in here, then put a penny into our Social Security or anything? You think they're going to care about us? Moving on. Moving on. That's why they tried to censor me, because I'm going to make sure y'all think. Think about it, baby. Doesn't make any sense. It was the last lady who came up talking. We don't know her name. Your name is not on it. Hold on. She looked at the people she liked. Okay. This lady was number 13. It seemed like we couldn't tell what she a plant for here, because she was like, basically, don't worry. No, that was number 11. Number 11 and number 13. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Okay. I think number 13 was probably, he said, your name is not on a DJ list. Don't worry. Okay, number 13, that lady who was just before Jedediah, I'm trying to remember what she was saying. She was concerned about basically something in regards to the FBI investigating. I got to get back to number 13 because that notes on her wasn't good. Hold on. Let's get, y'all know Jedediah full statement. Let's get to the one that was before him. Okay. And that was the lady we couldn't tell, was she gaslighting? Okay. The older lady, she was a beautiful old lady. Could not tell, because she was like, what we need to do is unite, which is true. You need to come together collectively. But what threw us off as the audience, she said specifically, we just need to let Hinya do what she do. And if she's spending money wrong, then the FBI will figure it out. My face was like, Grandma, you lost my ass. Please don't let me say something that you feel disrespected, but that don't make no damn sense. What? No, or have an inclination that somebody is doing something sneaky and take a whole glass and shut the fuck up. Baby, this is not your times back in the day where you let your man have 10 women and you just stay home with the kids and they come home and he just, what I don't see, he don't bother me. It's just 2025, about to be. What we don't see do bother us. I love you, Grandma, but we couldn't tell you what side you was on. I couldn't play with you, number 11. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Only the interest, only to increase the jail count. I guess y'all talking to each other. We're moving backwards. Number 10 was Catch a Dog. Catch a Dog. Well, let's put him up there. I don't got one picture of him. Do I got one picture? I took him down off my thing. Y'all know who I'm talking. Catch a Dog Smith. You want to pet that dog? Smith, his ass was up there talking nonsense. I couldn't even listen to him. Number 9, old man Dan Lee. Dan, I was trying to listen to what he was saying when he grabbed a mic, like microphone check, 1 2 1 2. It's like, damn, you know he an 80s baby, rocking the mic out. Basically saying a lot of the things that he has said in the past, throwing shots. As I tell people, use your time wisely. That's what he chose to use his time for. He said she canceled the meeting many times and never showed up. So that's when they were talking about them contacting the attorney general and getting a response back. Oh, another thing that the most important veto was her trying to veto House actually being the mayor in term. Or I'm saying the wrong word. That was very important. She was like, I don't know why he need that. Like, because you don't show up for the meetings, and every meeting like this doesn't get anywhere. They have to put their agenda on a separate meeting because, as they say, you take it off. Don't allow their agenda to go up there. So this is why there's 2 board meetings, and they consistently have it with you not being present. So what that goes to say, to get shit done, they need a mirror there, and that's where house is coming in. Girl, you just literally replacing yourself. All you had to do is show the hell up. You're literally allowing the universe to, since you the chosen one, Missy, you're letting this man right here. Let me put this man up here right there. Where he at? You're letting this man right here replace that ass. Replace that ass. Sorry. That's what y'all letting happen, you big dodo bird. And that's what happened. So we had to highlight that. So that was old man Dan Lee. Also, number 8, they went into Miss Alexa Williams. That was her uncle. Somebody asked, was that her uncle? Number 7 was Miss Alexa Williams' mother. That is a touchy story. So tonight, I don't have the energy to have to talk to y'all about that. So we will revisit that on another date because I would like to see the full video. Someone said the video was edited, and from what I saw, I just need to get clarification. All right. There is allegedly a $33.3 million lawsuit that involves Lacey and Perez. I'm going to try to find that lawsuit. Okay. And maybe we could put some proof to what people are saying. In this lawsuit, is that the lawsuit that's supposed to be connected to the frozen bank account? Huh? Y'all tell me. I don't know, but I need proof in the pudding before I show stuff because you know why? That's why I'm funny. Because y'all not about to put these fake charges on me. That's why God made me a legal nursing consultant, so I can study all this. Y'all been quiet, my background clean. I was like, damn, he had me in the trenches. I was stressed out studying all this shit. And now it come to par. Y'all not going to catch me on defamation or none of that shit. How about that? So until we have some more facts about some of this stuff that's touchy, we're going to bring you a presentation of what's out there. And they can't call that defamation. That's what we do here. All right. So Miss Valerie, she is still pushing for transparency. Miss Valerie, she wants her to step down. What did she say? She said, also Miss Valerie brought up that story that she talked about on Jedidiah's live a week or 2 weeks ago, where somebody, I didn't understand what was going on, but y'all know I be trying to catch up. And now it's like, my little slow self. Somebody try to fight Miss Valerie, try to entice her into fighting to get into that damn jail. And remember, she was like, I'm not going into that cell. That's where I heard about the cell that people don't make it out from that conversation. So now I could put 2 and 2 together. And that was allegedly one of Miss Hinyard's clones, I guess, that was trying to entice her. Okay. And she said, ain't nobody trying to be in there. Ain't nobody trying to be in that 4th police station, baby. And I'm glad that I had self-control. Shout out to Miss Valerie Stubbs, because that's what they do. And that's what Andrew Holmes did. He knew that Jedidiah was on his last straw. They probably were staring each other the fuck down. And then guess what? That's when Jedidiah reacts. Okay? That's when Jedidiah reacts. What's going on here? Okay, so they talking Jedidiah. They still talking about other stuff. I just wanted to see if anything else was happening. Okay, we about to break it down. We on number 6. We going down to the first person. We making our way around town, walking fast, and I'm homebound. Nothing happened. They're just talking. They're talking over a Jedidiah page. If you want to attend over there, you can check it out. They just flash back and talking about it, waiting to see what happened with Jedidiah, and I'm listening in. So nothing happened right now. I just had to tune on back in, but I'm not gonna call again today because they're gonna get aggravated with me. So if Jedidiah don't come out tonight, I'm gonna call first thing in the morning. I ain't no fool. I know how these government work. I know how to push it to the limit, but not overdo it. Talking about, let me get your number. Hell no, fool. I said so he could call me or you could call me. He said so he could call me. I said, hell no. Jedidiah remember the numbers that he posted. Remember? Shut up, HN. You need Tiffany Hinder need to go to jail too. You better be glad I don't block you because I want you to have some knowledge and take some of this stuff over to LNC and them so they can have nothing to say about me because they damn fools, okay? And ignorant and always talk about they self and smoke weed over there. You part of their team? We're part of humanity over there, over here, HN. Grow with soul and integrity, you big dummy. Fuck with me. No, I like it. Give me a reason to tell somebody about themselves. They mad. No, let me stop. Talk about damn GRACELEVI. I'll be telling people about themselves. Don't come after me. I'm literally like a panther. Panthers, we chill. We back ourselves against the wall. We try to chill, but you come, nigga, we coming out swinging. Everybody going down. Everybody love me. Blank out. All right. So we heard what Valerie had to say. Somebody tried to get her locked up. That's something that y'all could look at on Jedidiah's page where she had that interview with him and said that enticing her. Okay. He said Jedidiah was wrong. So HN, since you want Nate's side or whoever's side, because I'm not saying nobody's side, or you feel like he was wrong, and I say he was wrong too. I feel like at the point where he went, where he let them set him off, that was wrong. Anything else? No. His feelings behind it? No. Anything else? No. How about that? But if you have any logic and it's not about emotion and it's not about your feelings, and we could do that. I talk about my feelings, but it comes with logic, I think. So here you go, sir. Here go the link. You could be my only person that come up if you got the balls, because not a lot of people got balls to come over here and talk to me. Baby. So if you got balls, HN, come on down. Roll the dice. You'd rather be my friend than not. I'm just letting you know. I'm Haitian. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm from Jersey. Sometimes shit go to the left, except for when I'm getting paid to behave. When I'm a traveler doing my thing, getting the bucks, I'll shut the fuck up. When I leave, I'll be talking again. How about that? You can't have been watching all what's going on. Don't argue with him. Don't argue with him. Let him speak his piece. Let it be logic. If it's logic, I'm gonna put it on the screen. If you're big and bold enough, and I'm not gonna curse you out or anything, please come and hit the link so we can talk about it. I want to hear y'all side because obviously Burgundy Blue is scared. Scared get a dog. Woman to woman, let's talk about this. What's really going on? Why wouldn't I want to defend a woman who's being stalked? That's ridiculous. Come on. Come on, seriously? Come on. I need to speak to y'all. I'm inviting you to the floor. And y'all scared. I'm not being funny. Stop it. Be grown. Come on, come talk to me. I'm a girl. Okay, woman. HN. All right, cool. He walked up in the middle of the meeting. He shouldn't have done that. Actually, when he was talking on the podium, he said something that set off Andrew Holmes, and Andrew Holmes stood up like he was going to beat some ass. And when you stand up in the hood, that means somebody want to fight. So Jedidiah started moving towards you. I'm the same type of person. You stand up, whoa, Black Jesus. And now we are the person that's the aggressor, but you the one that stood up like you wanted all of this beef and pork and ham. But we're wrong. That's why I understand Jedidiah. So it starts with someone actually starting it at first. He didn't stay cool. Jedi need to stay cool. He's an advocate. And that's what I said. He stayed cool to the end. And damn, he let them actually, get him off his rocket. And that's something that I don't agree with. But I'm gonna stick beside him. How about that? I am. What you want me to do? I don't agree. Like I told my brother, my real brother, sir, caught a body gang banging. Something I didn't want him to do every day. I told him, don't do this. Not how we grew you up. I'm going to give you all encouragement to go to the right to give you. But if you're going to do what you do and you are my bro, and I got love for you, I'm going to ride a little bit to help you. Not to put myself in the situation because I ain't going to let y'all come over here and try to put me in defamation. I know where to draw the line, but I'm a ride for him. I'm not scared. Why? That's like leaving my brother in jail in Jersey for 20 years. He got a 20-year bid. Just leave him alone. They was coming after me. They wanted us. My daughter looked just like him. And I still go down to that jail and see him. How about that? Now, I ain't afraid. Gangbangers. They still walking around. They know that's my brother. Why the fuck won't I support Jedediah? But I don't think that my brother shouldn't repent. And I don't think Jedediah shouldn't behave better. He's getting there. And like I said, the people around him, I think that they allow him to crash and burn sometimes. And he may not like that. They may not like that. Some of them don't mess with me. But if they're y'all the ones that's allowing him to crash and burn, you are making it worse. That man need to be on point. He don't want to make the same mistake he did before, leaving cases in a limbo and the things just going a wish-a-wash. You know, bringing the spark and then literally being YouTube chaos and they wash out the whole movement. I tell him, stay focused, sir. You want Andrew Holmes, get him. And that's why he said that to Andrew Holmes. And that's why that article say he demanded some justice. But Andrew Holmes did what they did, stood his old ass up like the Grim Reaper, like he could fight. And then Jedediah react. So I respect you, HN. See, we got to let people talk. We don't always got to say that they just on this side, that side. I feel you, HN. I feel you. All right. So we at number 5. The lady who talked about hitting your daughter. Now, again, like I made that comment when she said that, I was like, damn, the first meeting. It's just because you just got to leave that out. Leave that out. Leave that little girl out. There's a whole bunch of demons around that little girl that Henry bringing around her. She has a whole bunch of generational curses that's being put on her because of Henry behavior. Y'all just let that little girl be. So I'm glad that she apologized and said that she didn't want to offend the daughter. But basically she was saying, your daughter is smarter than you, broad. That's what she was saying. She said your daughter could articulate herself way more than you. I heard the comment. She said she sounds more smarter than you. What did he say? With those allegations. Okay. That's what she had said. So we down to number 4. And that is Miss Alexis. Well, she had the Alexis Wilson shirt. And that was Valerie, right? Or the other Valerie, the one that had cancer, that has cancer. That lady, and I'm not saying that being fictitious. Y'all know I am very, very funny about this stuff. Tomorrow, I will put in the community page. I'm doing a live, if I'm not tired. I'm going to do it at 11 a.m. on my Nurses to Nurses News Network page. We're going to be talking about super cancer, turbo cancer, that they are allegedly connecting to this mass experiment that happened over the last year that I almost lost my career behind, that they shunt me. We'll talk about that. I have proof. We're going to show the proof of the numbers that's on the CDC website, the NIH website. Oh, I bring the facts, baby. That's why my page is suppressed but not taken down. And then I'm going to give y'all my experience in this last PCU contract, because I usually do ICU, but I did PCU. So I got to talk to more people that have bodies there with tubes coming out their mouth and doing trachs and stuff and drips. This time I got to talk to people, and I did meet a lot of men between the ages of 50 and 65 with abdominal cancer, rectal cancer, pancreatic cancer, also pancreas cancer. Pancreatic cancer is the worst. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Y'all going to see another side. Nurse Lashley going to be coming tomorrow if y'all ready. So shout out to Val. I support you, baby. Everything you're doing. She up there talking about, I got an event going on. So support Val. I'm going to do a focus hopefully this week. This is be her weekend where I'm going to do all Val clips related to her as a survivor and a fighter. Because she said, you can't take my voice. Okay? You can't take my voice. Shout out to Val. So we're on number 4. And now we're going down to number 3. The firefighters. Very important. They made a news article about the firefighters, what's going on with them. And not allegedly, as of since January 2020, it's about to be 5 years. Your firefighters in Dolton has not had a contract. Okay. They and that's before Henry And Henry came in and continued to pass the torch by not being negotiable with them. As he said, it's hard to negotiate with them, and they're not able to actually come to the table. The next issue is that they have a 5457 account that they have been paying distributions through, getting money deducted from their check every 2 weeks. That's supposed to be matched some way, somehow by the county. And they have no information about it. They can't find where the deposits went or anything. We're going to look into that when we talk about finance in Dolton. Everything we can find out about Dolton and finance, we're going to try to put it in 1 or 2 videos. We're not going to be able to do it the way we did Thornton, where it was like a comprehensive breakdown. I'm going to make it comprehensive as possible by putting pieces together. But baby, she can't. Even Laura Lightfoot can't get the Freedom of Information request answered. How the hell you think I'm going to do it? And I'm not being funny. I'm not. All right. So what else did she say? The firefighter said they have missing union checks. 16 missing union checks, equivalent of $12,000. Who's in charge of the union checks and where was they supposed to go? Somebody dropped the ball for our firemen. If your house burned down, now this ain't no daggone joke. If your house burned down, you need them. I suffered a fire. They're like, damn, you went through everything, girl. Hell yeah. God made me. I survived. I suffered a fire. And it was so crazy. I was at work. My kids was about 2 or 3. And I didn't answer the phone. I got off work. I listened to my answer machine. And it was my landlord. First message said, baby girl, the house is on fire. And I was like, what the hell? Message number 2, baby girl, the house burnt down. Okay. So having people to do inspections, having firemen who educated, being paid, being happy. They work 24-hour shifts. 24 hours straight. Y'all better pay them people. 12 hours is a lot for me. They work them shifts. Okay. The chief of the fire department sat at the board meeting, but can't help the firefighters because he's a union. It's a union issue, and it's all terrible. He supposed to be sitting at the table with the union people. Obviously, what they said, they can't even sit at the table to get information about the contract to negotiate. Who's supposed to be at the front of the forefront? The chief. Even if he's not part of the union, he's in some way or form connected to it. Are we not sticking to the facts here, y'all? What I'm going to end up doing is splitting this in half because this looks like it's a 6-hour live. It's going to be 3 hours. And the last 3 hours is literally highlighting our commentary. The commentary highlighting the facts of what happened in this meeting. No just gossip, no just mess. You're going to have the first half with me making all them damn faces until Jedediah got cased up. And then I'm going to split it and we're going to do all of this separate, okay? So y'all will be able to watch this separately. Now we're getting to the last 2 people who talked. Now we already know, I think Miss Mary was number 1. So Mary was the first speaker. I let her speak for itself. The second speaker, the second speaker, I don't know if it was a woman or a man because I'm tired right now, but I do know what they talked about. A little bit sleepy, old lady ass. I love you guys. Hit the like button. Ain't nobody else live but me that's making sense at least and not keeping up the damn mess. And Jedediah is still live. They still live. After I get off live, I'm gonna go in there and fall asleep and see what the hell they got going on over there. Did they let my man go? Is he locked up? Yes. Yeah, they got people up there just in the chat. And they playing his background music, okay? We find I'm gonna go to sleep to investigate, advocate. My ass gonna be like, did he get out yet? Shit, like he my baby daddy. I just call my baby daddy's calling first thing in the morning. Excuse me, sir. What's the bell? My bro, my baby daddy in there. This is like a freaking flashback. No, that is definitely my bro, and I got love for him. So if we don't hear nothing, you know I'm gonna call in the morning. All right. We're coming towards the end of our live, and we're just going to talk about person number 2. They talks about the past tax bill. Again, at the end of this video, we're going to put the link to our video that we did this morning so Dolton and Thornton can understand why Illinois tax bill is going up. It's not just the trustees. It's not just this. It's literally the system is imploding on all of us. But y'all asses got the highest tax next to Jersey. And I'm gonna have to say that because I'm from Jersey. How about that? That's why I moved out that motherfucker. Stealing all my tax money, $100 tickets, taking pictures of me and shit. Can't even tell if these cameras telling the truth. Y'all experience everything that we experience. So the other person said that their property value is going down. Now that really shocked me, because if your tax is going up and the property value going down, what the is going on? Didn't I tell you the fair market value has inflated? Is Dolton that tore up that y'all can't even ride the wave of the inflation? You know what I'm saying? Is that bad? Shit, that's why you're gonna have people come gentrify it. They're gonna buy it low and sell it high. Y'all better get in this tax lien games. And what else they said? Andrew Holmes. She said, Andrew Holmes, this jigger right here, we're gonna close off because this mother is the reason why my boy is in trouble. This monster should have not been at that meeting. He should have not been able to be there. But this monster number 2 allow him to be there. No discretion for the citizens, no care in the world. He's not answering for what he's doing. And that's what led Jedediah to be hyper vigilant and do too much and crash out. But thank God they have a no bail law out there in Chicago. Y'all heard my conversation with them. I called twice. I tell y'all, I ain't gonna wait for nobody. I'm his secret team in the background. When I care, I care. Okay. So with that goes to say, we're going to sign all. Did you get enough? Thank you guys for tuning in, staying live with me. Hit the like button. I appreciate you, Valerie. You rolled for the whole 5 hours. Big baby. Thank you so much, Judge Petty, for coming in. Kathy for coming in. HN for coming in. Stay in your peace. That we gotta let people talk, even though it don't sound like what we want to hear at first. Let him talk. And I appreciate you, RoboCock. The hell? What's wrong with you? You know I'm a Hebrew woman saying that shit. Got me saying RoboCock. I'm gonna beat your butt. All right, let me see. I know I'm gonna go off with. I'm not gonna. Let me see. I'm gonna do. Let me see. Okay, let's play some old. We're gonna go out with some old Jersey music again. We're gonna put the vibe back up again. And I want to say I love you guys and thank you for being with me today. This was a long ass live. Let's go. I'm tired. Play the music. You used to know how to love me right.
What up, baby? You know what it is? Kiss right here. Double R, T-Pocket, the devil. My big homie DJ Kill Every.
What's up, Dr. Free right now, chilling with DJ Clyde. On TV, hot record right now. That's what I need. Let's go.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are. Right. That's why I know the law.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
The real estate market often seems like a distant world where only an elite of experts is successful. In a time of so much uncertainty in the air and bad news, realist investing can seem intimidating. But today, I want to tell you that if you make the right decision today, you can enter the real estate market. from the back door. Bad credit record? No credit at all. Do you dread the idea of having a home loan? Do you dream of owning investment properties? You are in the right place and right time, because we have created a program which is a tax lien and deed investment online course of only 14 hours. This course is specially designed for people like you who have big dreams. You will learn at your own pace and everything from your home computer. This is your chance. Join our membership for $19.99 a year. What are you waiting for? Visit our website primetimehomebuyerBuyback.org and sign up today for course access.